Rastafari Council of Ghana. We would like to welcome the press and all brothers and sisters from the Rastafari community and African community and members of the Freedom Center. My name is Ras Aswat in Krabia. I'm the Vice President of the Rastafari Council of Ghana. We are here today to actually present case of police and military brutality. The person that is actually going to read the press release so that you know exactly what we are actually saying, what it's about, and what we are actually asking. But his name is Shabaka. He's in the center in the right. So we'll just take it from there. Get down. Bless the Rastafari.
Greetings, people. Good morning, one and all.
Good morning. My Lord, position yourself.
Good morning, one and all. It is reported that on March 2nd, on March 2nd, 2012, about 50 soldiers and 25 police, along with members of the Tema Metropolitan Task Force, demolished a school and a mosque in Community 22, Tema, without any advance notice or warning for the accused violator to vacate. Reports further reveal that the normal approach of presenting written warning on paper or on the wall to stop construction if there is any litigation on the disputed land, if this is the case, was not done. The group of angry joint military police forces, without serving a court order for the accused to vacate or stop building, invaded the premises and immediately started attacking the children from their classes. I should mention this before, at gunpoint. At guns. In the loud, aggressive and hostile action, that was caused the head teacher to rush to the class as he was teaching, only to see the children running helter-skelter from the classroom in fear and panicking for their lives. The angry, hostile military police went rampant, slapped the head teacher from behind in his head because he had confronted them as to why they were sacking the children out of the school. And if they didn't realize that quite a few of the students don't live in the area and were only placed in were being placed in an unsecured position on the street. These children range from the ages 2 to 15 and needed a guiding home. He further stated that the head teacher further told the police that there was a bus that normally moved the children back and forth, and the bus had not arrived yet, so that the children needed to stay there until they were picked up. The statement that the head teacher was making and his protestation to the police was the reason why they slapped him in his head. It was also reported that 2 children, Clement and McConnell, aged 2 and 7 years old, suffered injuries as a result of this hostile and unlawful act by these men whom the civilian population and the general population of Ghana has entrusted with their security. The Ghana Armed Forces, ladies and gentlemen, have earned great respect internationally since the days of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. The armed forces have been used in peace and security and provided human touch to war victims around the world. In the midst of misery, fear, hopelessness, murderous mayhem of conflict, they have demonstrated in the past high integrity and respect. The United Nations have relied on Ghana's strong, consistent track record of professionalism and integrity for the past 5 years.
40 years.
40 years, I'm sorry. It is indeed ironic that at home, Ghana, this unlawful group of joint military and police was led by a soldier who goes by the name of Colonel Salifu from the Michel camp in Tema. A trained, experienced soldier who is only working to tarnish the good image and undermine the integrity and the track record of the peace-loving members of the Ghana Armed Forces. Rastafarian Council is calling for full investigation of this matter. We are requesting the following: thorough, impartial investigation. 1. 2. An establishment to ensure accountability and transparency. 3. Full compensation for material damages and reconstruction of the school building before the rainy season, in addition to medical compensation for the children who suffered harm. 4. Public apology for the unlawful act by these men in government uniform. 5. Public education of constitutional and human rights as it relates to the security forces and civilians. The Rastafari Council would also like to make itself available to assist the security forces in any way possible to ensure peace, justice, and to help build the bridge that is necessary for our civilians and the national security forces to find synergy in peace and understanding. The Rastafari Council will make itself available for workshops to educate the police, the army, and the educational institutions about Rastafari and its way of life, our value for human rights and justice. This is to ensure that there will be no confusion as to our mission and who we are, and to avoid also the unnecessary harassment and antagonism that our community experiences on a daily basis from the security forces as a result of their ignorance. Thank you very much.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it for yourself, but before we actually go into that aspect of it, I would like for you to be patient with us. We want to just give you 5 minutes of what these children have been taught and where they are in terms of their intellectual development, so you can understand that this school is actually serving a worthwhile purpose for the community. Give thanks.
Anybody? Children, are you ready?
Yes. We are the children of the human kind and protected of God. our community and our nation. Leaders of importance, leaders with vision, leaders to champion the cause of our race and the world at large. Leaders with a desire to serve the nation, leaders with a cause to revolt our own cities and towns. Let our parents, teachers and guards our life. We are those yet, for we are the future. We are the scientists, we are the doctors, we are the ministers, we are the chiefs, we are the teachers, and of course we are the farmers. Yes, we are. Ethiopia, Africa, home of the born, land of the black, the origin of life and creation, the land of ancient scholars, the descendants of the oppressed. Ethiopia, the land of Egypt, where civilization was born, in the womb of Africa, as foundation for the world. Ethiopia, the land of greater, the land of plenty. Thank you. Greetings! My name is Bakati Fudi. I am 5 years of age. I attend Igos Afustatic Academy. My poem is entitled I am the son of a black one, the daughter of a great sister who was black. My grandmother and father are black, and this is why I've come to be black. My spouse shall be black. My children shall be black. All the black shall be one. But in the record to tell you first, I shall make black and spotted for them. I am the son of a black man. Thank you.
Touch the freedom. Come on.
And touch to freedom. Who is the groom and the son of Africa, the son of the soil? The man on the top for the village in the mind of the bone of Africa. Who is the groom and the founder of God? After who is the groom and the founder of God? Who is the groom and the founder of God? And touch to freedom. To freedom.
Thank you very much. Before we go further, I would like you're the representative from the African Mission, Nana Freedom, and then the brother W from the Ethiopian World Federation, the Nana Freedom.
Thank you. My name is Nana Ajay Kumpong, IT Liberator of